Group of hillbillies explore a strange city. Hi everyone, All Things D&D is back with another story. Getting a job can be a challenging task, especially when you're surrounded by idiots. But against all odds, this group manages to find themselves some work in a strange city. Make sure to share what you thought of these hillbillies after you listen to their tale in the form of green text next. Be Me, 5EDM. Be Not Me, half-elf barbarian with zero civilization knowledge, and hillbilly half-elf sorcerer. Players leave the main island after the initial campaign arc. Big boy magic stuff happened, and now they can leave. They're going to carpool, boat pool with a wizard woman who lived there and has some acquaintances. Their destination is the biggest city on the coast. The barbarian manages to somehow convince the lizard folk from his tribe to come as well. There's gonna be fish, is the main argument. What can go wrong? They arrive in the city. They follow the wizard to her house and are presented to the wizard's roommate. But the furniture is more interesting. The barbarian discovers the existence of this so-called couch thing. This is the best bed ever. Lizard folk says the same, about the rug on the floor I mean. Sork asks if there's anything they can do as a job. You can see if there's a Delver contract open at the oversized tavern. Sork has no idea where anything is, or what that information meant actually. The wizard's roommate goes upstairs and calls for a guest, asking to show them around. Gives the Barb and Sork some coin to buy anything they need. Be Not Me, human warlock, aka the guest. Barb and Lizard follow. Enter a giant building on the main circular square. Yo, look at these chairs though! Human asks the lady behind the counter if there's any contracts open. There's some. Presented with options, the barbarian goes, I want to be a pirate. Choice which includes sea travel is chosen. Travel's only along the coast really. I have to start somewhere. No, he's got a point. Counter lady says the guy who posted this contract is sitting over there and points to a man all the way to the back of the building. He is sitting at a table with both of his hands on the back of his head and a thick glass of beer. Sork and Warlock, let's go talk to him. Barb and Lizard, we don't do that here. Barb is totem variant, Tiger. He takes a running start, then a massive jump towards this fellow's table. Olympic long jump intensifies. Grand entrance, acrobatics check for landing, 5. Nearing the landing, his foot catches on a chair, falls, face plants on the table, hard. Hi, yes, I would like the job. Smooth. Lizard folk comes up from underneath the table. Fish? As he points to the plate on the table. Yeah, says the man, recoiling from the sudden appearance of the lizard folk. Lizard bites the plate, along with the table and the fish. Bad seasoning. The rest of the party arrives and completes the deal with somewhat normal dialogue. Leave in 2 days. Oh great, we can go looking all around. Oh no. Discover that there's in-house free food and housing for contracted people. Warlock opts to go back and sleep in the guest bedroom back at the home. He asks if the rest are gonna be fine. Sure thing we are. Heads back early. Anyway, the trio and contractor find themselves a table. Waitress comes up, visibly careful given these guys' profiles. 2 people in tribal clothes, and 1 is a lizard. The other 2 are normal. What would you like to order? Biggest! What? Yes! Fish, says the lizard. Okay, that I get. The other 2 order normally and explain what they meant. Waitress comes back a little while later with orders. Monster Hunter levels of food. The concept of using cutlery in a subtle manner is both unknown and ignored. The scene is stopped by Barbarian. Yo, what is this food? Bread. Can you teach me? I mean, I'm not the cook. But do you know anyone who does? I don't know. Is it just bread or does it have some other name so I can find it? Doro bread. Barb calms down. Bomb has been defused. Waitress asks if they want any desserts, although it's very late and there's only fruit left. Sure. New waiter comes out and gives some oranges and a pineapple. Sork player pipes up. Haha, I didn't even know if my character would know what a pineapple is. Haha. Bet your ass I didn't miss this chance. Roll for pineapple knowledge. 4. Barb and Lizard NPC roll for pineapple as well. 7 and 5. Proceed to try and bite unpeeled pineapple. Eat top leaves and scrape the outside with teeth. Fruit tastes bad. Declare war upon fruit. Roll for attack. Hit. How do you want to do this? Smash knife upon the fruit so hard it dents the table. Waiter comes back running to try and save the table, ripping the knife from their hands. Deed is already done. Contractor has already left the building, fearing for his orange's life. Barb and Lizard also want to come back to the house. Sweet beds. Go back pretty quickly due to very good survival check. Sork wants to be a good person and repay the wizard that helped them. I want to find a restaurant. Remind him of his nigh zero knowledge of the city. I believe in myself. 2 hours later, find a cool-looking bar. Orders takeout. Okay, now I want to go to the house. Good ol' 8 on survival. 1 hour later, he reaches the house, knocks on the door. Half asleep Wizard opens up, gets gifted some takeout at 2 a.m. Thank you. Awkward silence. You have a place to sleep, or? Embarrassed, Sork says it's fine. He got a place to sleep at the Delve place. Wizard looks back at the Barb and Lizard sleeping in the living room. These little shits. Sork's shame walks back to building. Reaches it 30 minutes later. Is actually a 3-minute walk. He's improving. Finds dorm room. Pretty small but cozy bedroom. Finds button on the wall. Turns on bright lines on the ceiling with a warm amber light. Presses it again. Off, on, off. Recalls function 6 more times in the span of about half a second. Button is now stuck in off. Goes to defeated sleep. This is day 1 on the city. There's more to come. Day 2 in the city. We'll leave city around 1 p.m. tomorrow. We got a whole day to explore. What a delight. Oh yeah, if anyone cares for character engagement purposes, Sorcerer is named Sobek. Lizard Folk Barbarian NPC is called Tezka. Barbarian is called Nero. Warlock is called Neri. I totally never confuse these last 2 names. I say to the players that this is basically downtime, so they can go and look for anything they'd like to see. Nero and Tezka wake up early AF and book it for the city. Return to the house approximately 13 seconds later to ask directions, because they don't know where anything is. Pretty good at following instructions though. Wizard's roommate is awake and gives Nero directions to the places. The first time they notice it's another woman. The couch got their attention the other time. Is there a druid here? Is given directions to apothecary. I want some new clothes. Do not be misled. This new means more. The coast is much colder, so what amounts to the equivalent of a belt and boxers doesn't really cut it for his heat containment needs. Clothes store directions received. The 2 of them leave for the stone jungle. DM sweating intensifies. Not even 5 minutes outside, Barb realizes Tezka is gone. He'll be fine. He's a strong and independent lizard man. Literally. Proceed to his tasks. Apothecary first. Finds it no problem. Tracking master never fails. Small establishment with big single-panel window, giving vision to a squarish interior, filled with plants on top of those wooden rack thingies, sitting on the white walls. Lots of ferns because they look cool. I'm the DM here, you can't stop me. A long white counter with a smooth stone top divides the room, leaving like 1/6 of it behind it. Barbarian enters the shop, visibly shaken by an enemy metallic noise coming from above. Store bell. I'll be there in 6 seconds. Says a loud, sparkly, and raspy elderly voice before the sound of something like a vase being put down carefully is heard. Barb doesn't detect the creature's movements. This guy is dangerous. It's actually just small. An older gnome fellow appears before him. 6 seconds after his line. No more, no less. A mix of Charles Darwin with Irving Finkel-looking little guy, complete with the former's thin round glasses and a dark blue waistcoat. Pleasure to meet you, stranger. Barb not missing a beat. I have weird fruit seeds. What mercilessly pristine dialogue this is. It works though. Ooh, bring it here, bring it here. Surprisingly, quick little guy sped behind the counter, lifting up a panel on the leftmost side. Knew he was dangerous, speedy little man. Barb slowly walks to the counter. Here's something like a wooden box being dragged across the floor. Here's something like someone stepping on said box. Sees the man's hair pop up above the counter. 4 stepping noises later, times the shopkeeper's hips are on the level of the counter's stone top. Please, place it here. Barb follows orders from dangerous old man. The gnome traces concentric circumferences around the seeds. Soft white-blue glow emerges. Dear God, this old man can even cast magic. Danger level increased. While the glow continues, the shopkeeper asks what was the fruit. It was like a translucent white cocoa fruit. Oh yeah, Barb is not actually dumb. He can use words with more than 2 syllables and speak 4 languages. Wait, what? Actually 12 int. Nero is just absurdly out of his element in the city. Get plot twisted, nerds. Anyway, spell completes. Glorified custom identity for plants. Oh, so what is? I have no idea what this is. Barb gets frustrated. So I love it. Barb gets defrustrated. What do you want to do with these fine specimens, my dear and frankly impressively underclothed customer? I really hope you're reading his lines with a natural but smarmy rising tone at the end. Oh, my apologies, I haven't introduced myself. David Biggs at your service. Not noticing the introduction, Nero goes, some of those, maybe? Barb points to tiny pouches with colored powders. Mr. Biggs places 3 tea bags, each one with different herbs. That I can't exchange with you, but these are what they are made from. Barb nods affirmatively and picks up the bags. Feigns knowledge, badly. Gnome goes, thank you for these seeds, good sir. I'll put them to good use immediately. Heads through the small passage on the back and opens a door from which a purple light passes. This man has an indoor greenhouse. Absolute unit. Biggs makes insight check as he comes back. Notices Nero has no idea how to use them. Maybe him still standing there 3 minutes later staring at the bags was a good indicator. Asks if he knows how to use them. Rhetorical question. Shows how to make a single-use potion. Was not just dipping the bag in a mug with hot water. Don't assume shit. Lots of twists in my stories. At the end of the preparation, well, this last step is not the prettiest, but it is necessary. Straight up spits inside the tube. Absolutely disgusting. Why did you do that? This version is for a single specific individual. To prepare the non-specific one needs some rather exquisite equipment. Pulls a distillation set from underneath the counter. Nero got some int, but smarts like this he don't got, nor the equipment. Standard version recipe acquired. Just before leaving the store, the barb notices a small book a couple paces away, looks through it. Sees lots of really good plant drawings and lots of words with more than 3 syllables. This be smart stuff. Mr. Biggs tells him it's an old research book of his and shows him some of the plants that he has in the store that are drawn there. You want some help getting these? Be me DM. Be me. What? Initiate maximum improv capacity. If by any chance you come across these ones, I would greatly appreciate it if you could bring some for me. Plant delivery boy job acquired. This will never lead to any shenanigans, not a chance. We'll also receive updates on the seeds and what they grow into. Thank you, Mr. Biggs. Barb remembered the name. My job is done. Leaves the store with the first mission complete. A mission complete and a job well done. This story proves that with a good DM and enough fails on the player's part, a great story can be made. Please let us know what you think and comment below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, All Things D&D. Our next video will be posted in 3 days, so stay tuned for more amazing Dungeons & Dragons content.